What's up, good people? How you doing? Hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. I'm yours truly, Larry Jones from Stock Up with Larry Jones right here. All of us, we are the family, right? There's a lot that I want to get to. Let's just get right into it. You guys know that today is brought to you by Stock Up You, all right? We're going to talk about that a little later. Let's get right in, dive right into it. There's something I wanted to talk about on yesterday's video. Oh, yes. I'm just going to say this right off the top. We're going to get into a little Bitcoin. We're going to talk about a little NVIDIA. And we're going to talk about a little Lucid, Rivian. You know what? Let's go and look at where Lucid and Rivian is right now. Let's look at some things that is happening with all the EV. This is Lucid Group, as you could see, right? Look at these key indicators. So we had a big major drop here. What happened? Lucid stock drops 12% as deliveries miss, okay? And then here. What happened? Lucid shares take an all-time low after EV markets deliver misses, right? So let's remove that and let's go to Rivian. That was Lucid. And let's add ChargePoint. Okay, let's add ChargePoint. CHPT, right? And let's see what's going on. And as we could see here today, year to date, ChargePoint has tanked by 83%, right? Let's look at the last month. We could see that they were spiking, going good, and they all started to fall, right? What's going on? Nothing but bad news for EVs. If you put Tesla, you know what? Let's grab Tesla, right? TSLA. Let's look at Tesla. And let's see. Now, Tesla is the red arrow here. You know, when the big dog goes down, just like the saying, high tides raises all ships. Yeah, when it recedes, all ships fall, right? And so what happens here, remember the red one is Tesla. When it tanks, they all tanked, okay? And there is a wax cold love affair with EVs right now. All of these bad numbers. Why? Every company except Tesla was not making money. You know, all the EV manufacturers, Lucid, Rivian, all of them lose money, including Ford and GM. They lose money on EVs. But what's happening is the amount of money that they lose year over year is shrinking. So the biggest market right now are the ones that are electric and gas. And so people are making a transition over. I want you to snapshot today's prices. Look at that. Take a snapshot of that. Lucid at $3, Rivian at $10, ChargePoint under $2. And I will tell you, in 3 years, we will be wishing we bought at these prices. I am going to go against the grain because I went to the auto show and probably 65% of all the vehicles were electric. And it's happening. When is the best time to buy it? When it runs up? No, just like AI. When was the best time to buy it? When it was beat down like this, and then it goes back up. For those of you that have patience, I just want to put this on your radar that you should start to look at some of these and start to dollar cost average. All right, let's keep it going. NVIDIA lifted the entire market. NVIDIA lifted the entire market. Let's see what NVIDIA is doing right now. And it lifted the entire market. Now, is it Hercules? Is it strong enough to keep the market up, still up? Look at this, 798 now, right? So here's what's going to happen that's going to confuse a lot of people. You're going to have these guys that do the predictions, the professionals, not us, but the professionals, right? And what they simply do is they raise their price targets.
Wolf Research senior analyst, he's raising his price target on NVIDIA this morning to 900. Previously, it was at 630. $630. You just, you know, every time you turn around, you got to raise it, I guess. Where were you? I mean, 6 months ago, Chris. After the move we've seen in the past 6 months, do you remember what your target was 6 months ago? Was it like 400 or something?
It's been moving higher. It's been our it's been top picked for some time now, but it's hard to keep up with numbers when they're moving this fast. But another very good report, good upside to the numbers, and what's extraordinary about it is that they're now doing that without a full impact from China that was impacted by the trade restrictions. That dropped from 20% of revenue to about 5% of revenue because of the trade restrictions. But now they have a new product out, and that should start contributing in the second half as well.
I will tell you that it being Friday and all of the hoopla being over, we don't know. But all we know is that when we think that this bull market is over, here comes something else to push. My question on this Friday is, or over this weekend is, are you prepared if there is a downturn? Do you have your stop losses set? Even those of you that's been following the Bitcoin mining companies, I'm asking you, even me that I'm DCing. By the way, I sold Hut today and I sold Cypher today. So when I show my portfolio, you won't see Hut, you won't see Cypher. I sold those today. Why? Because I am taking little profits and I'm going to just narrow down and put that money into my top 5. And I don't know what the other 3 is, but I just know that the big 3, the big 3, Marathon, Riot, and CleanSpark will be in my top 3. And then I'm going to go for 2 more, right? So I just wanted to get that in there. So let's look at something else I want to show you guys, and let's keep it rolling. So DWAC, Digital World Acquisition. Nikki Haley, her home state, I believe is South Carolina. The primary is this Saturday, right? Tomorrow. Now, if she wins, which there is, according to the polls, of course you can't trust the polls, but I got to say this. If she wins, not so good. If she loses by a huge margin, then I believe DWAC could pump on a Monday. And I believe that Tuesday there's another event going on. But I'm just telling you, win or lose, I got my stop losses set on my DWAC, and I'm going to be selling some Monday and then selling some more on Tuesday, all right? So you won't see it in this portfolio from this point on out because I'm going to sell some on Monday, even if it continues to run. Because remember, the problem is not that you took profits too often. The problem is that you did not take enough profits. All right, so look at here. So we can see DWAC. I'm up 27%. I'm going to sell that. Let's go down to Rivian. We did in the Patreon. I got into this play and I shared it with the Patreon members. It is a call on Rivian because in the charts, it was oversold for the day. Now, that was earlier this morning when I went into this call and, of course, moved my stop loss up. Now, why am I saying this? This is what I want you guys to see. I want you guys to see that, right? You guys know I've had this DWAC for a couple of months now, and I'm holding it. Well, let's just say 40 days, right? And I'm up 27%. And then literally in 2 hours, I'm up on an option call 28%, as you can see with Rivian. What I'm saying, why are you saying this? Learn a new skill. Yes, you will, if you're a beginner, you can learn how to do this with the class. But if you don't want to do the class, I want you to invest in yourself. Please, please invest in yourself. I go to a conference every year to learn and to be better at this. And I have already spent, since 2021, I have already spent over $20,000. Why? Is it worth it, Larry? It is to me when I could do plays like this. And what I did was I shared it all with you guys in the class. What class? Stock Up You, that class. And so that will be the top link below. Okay. And then when I mention the Patreon, that's the Patreon this morning where I shared the play. This is the Stock Squad where you get the best of all 4 of us. And I shared that play as soon as I got into it. All right, let's keep it going. I know a lot of people still are like, the jury's out on Bitcoin, but I'm going to play this for you. And I want you guys to listen to this if we have a shift at the top. Now, I don't want any political comments. I don't want any political comments on what I'm about to play. I just want to share information with you guys, okay?
Step for you to embrace Bitcoin, because Bitcoin obviously is decentralized. The government can't get its hands on it. What about Bitcoin with all the young people, including African Americans, who are very interested in it?
Well, a lot of people are doing it. I always liked one currency. I call it a currency. I like the dollar. But a lot of people are doing it. And frankly, it's taken a life of its own. You probably have to do some regulation, as you know. But many people are embracing it. And more I'm seeing people wanting to pay Bitcoin. And you're seeing something that's interesting. So I can live with it one way or the other. I've always liked one really powerful thing, and that's called the dollar.
You heard, I don't have a problem with Bitcoin. Now, I'm not telling everybody to go run out and buy Bitcoin, but we got to keep our eyes on who can potentially make the laws, all right? So I just want to play that, and I also want to play this for you.
I said, and I was just throwing out a number. We're at 50. I said, what? You said it might be strong for the remainder of the year.
Yes.
I said 75. What did you say to me?
I think it's, could be as high as 150,000 this year.
So double what I thought was.
Yeah.
150,000, so we're tripling at this point.
Yeah, because you've got demand improving with the ETF, and you have the supply shrinking with the halvening. And if monetary policy eases, which we expect, that's supportive of risk assets. And Bitcoin's holding up. I mean, that's another reason why I don't think a drawdown is going to start that soon. I mean, Bitcoin's been rallying the last couple of weeks.
Now, I want to address two comments. One was a pure knucklehead, and I just wanted to expose some things to you guys. And another one was a really, really good one. And I think they will both be helpful, okay? So now, let's deal with the knucklehead first, all right? So I had this comment, of course. I know you guys say don't let it get to you, but I just want you guys to see, all right? The only people making money are the YouTubers. See, keep that in your mind, right? This was my response before I block, okay? We all make money, you knucklehead, right? The only one not making money is you. Look in the mirror and you'll see the reason for all of your problems. You and I, we're going to continue to make money. We're going to continue to knock it all out of the park. And idiots like this that have a gambling problem, they get in here. This is not the table for them. So don't let stuff like that discourage you. All right. Remember, I want you guys this weekend to invest in yourself. If you don't know what stop losses are, I want you to literally cut off the, Instagram, cut off all of the crap and do some studying. Let's look at this. So this is really, really cool. This is what I'm talking about. All right. Let me see if I could read this from this screen. It's far away. It says, "Hi, Larry. Wanted to let you know I started with you doing the $5 a day. Look at that. About 2 years ago. My job does not offer a 401k. You see this? Or retirement. So I decided to start my own retirement account. You suggested categories, stocks, and guess what? He says, and guess what? NVIDIA was one of those, which it was. He bought some and was inconsistent, but a reduction in income. So he had less pay. All right. But look at this. I am still happy because I have in the hundreds of dollars now, and it's in the 700s. Okay. And so even better is that my Roth IRA, which he will take that money out tax-free at the age of 59 and holding this for more than 5 years, which you suggested, right? So I want to say thank you. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, right? For those of you that don't have a retirement, start your own retirement. And even if you have a retirement, a 401k, listen, I showed you guys my portfolios. We killing 401ks, right? And so you could have a 401k and you could do this, right? That's what I'm encouraging you guys to do. Take control of your own money. Now, keep your 401ks, max those out if possible. I understand this person had a reduction in pay. I get it. So you can't put as much in. But still, DCA, I don't care if it's McDonald's money. And listen, despise not small beginnings. I don't care if you only have $10 for the week. Invest it. Invest in yourself. And Switch things around and make sure you pay yourself first. I know I'm tapping into some of my weekend stuff, but I wanted to make sure on this video that we know now's the time. All right, so we covered Rivian, Lucid, ChargePoint. Those, I want you guys to look at when they're going to get beat down. We looked at Bitcoin for a minute. We heard what people are saying. Tom Lee, Mr. Permabull. Now remember, he's a Permabull. Now, I don't believe that it's going to get to that price this year, maybe next year, but it could. And it's not going to be a straight line up. There still could be 20 to 30% dips before. So just be ready and be patient, okay? I'm being patient holding all of mine. And remember, all of the Bitcoin miners is going to simply follow Bitcoin. So don't have monotunnel vision or tunnel vision. Don't ask, hey, what's going on with the Bitcoin miners if you don't know what's going on with Bitcoin, all right? And in a closing, make sure, guys, look, the price that this class is right now is literally 50% off. No coupon code needed. And you're going to turn around in a blink of an eye, and I'm just going to go up to the full price, okay? That's going to be the top link below. I am really trying to bring us all along at the same time. With the class, it doesn't matter where you are, you can get in and win, all right? And then come and join the Stock Squad, the four of us, where we give our best plays. That's where I did that Rivian play this morning. And, we get in, we take profits, and we set our stop losses. And then it's not just me, you got the other four, right? Listen, have a blessed and safe weekend. And we're going to leave it right there until later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.